Yeah, what's up, guys? Burnout sucks, doesn't it? I have not come up with a single alright video idea for months. Well, other than special little thing that might be coming out soon. But, here's finally my first idea that could actually become an alright video. I'm going to be ranking all the Mk7 helmets in Halo Infinite. Yeah. I have a lot more to say about this than you might think. So, yeah. I'll start talking about these, and it's gonna be dudes talking about helmets in this Halo video game. Yeah. Let's go. Alright, let's start out with my least favorite helmet to my favorite helmet. Yeah, this is Enigma. This is basically a puffed up ODST. Like, most of the Mk7 helmets in this game are alright. They're definitely pretty good. But Enigma, it's like, it doesn't seem like they tried too hard. It's like they took something that already existed and just marshmallow-fied the living hell out of it. And I don't really like it all that much. And there's a way better version of what they were trying to do fairly later on in this list. So, yeah, let's move on. Next we got ISR, and honestly, this helmet could have been better if you just, like, didn't stretch the living hell out of it. Like, if you look at this helmet from the side, it looks like they were trying to make, like, a damn dinosaur head or something. Like, it didn't really look like they were trying to make a helmet. The visor's tiny, the helmet's stretched out, it's really odd looking. But it's like, you can still make it look good. It's sort of like that for Enigma, too. But, seriously, like, they gotta get their shit together with the ISR helmet, dude. It has potential, but it's kinda it's definitely like it's a little better than Enigma, but yeah. Alright, next up we got Brawler. So this is the first helmet you get in the Season 2 Battle Pass, and honestly, it's pretty meh, but again, you can make it look really good, and it also kind of looks like the Doom Guy helmet, so little bias there. But at first, I was like, this is the ugliest fucking helmet of all time, I swear. But then it ended up growing on me, like when Ascent Hyperion ended up doing the challenge of, like, put in your Spartan and everything, or just generally Spartans I've seen before that people posted on, like, Reddit and stuff that have the Brawler helmet and all the attachments and visors you can do with it. I think it is really good. Well, not like on its own. If you do it justice, it definitely stands out. It is a good helmet when you do it right. So I honestly think it is sort of like a better done version of the Enigma helmet. So this is when we get into the slightly shorter category of alright helmets. This is Aviator. If you don't remember Aviator from Halo 4 and 5, it was a mid-as-hell helmet, and not too many people really wore it that much, but they ended up remaking it in Halo Infinite, and still nobody wears it that much, but it is better. Like, I do respect and like what they're going for with the Aviator helmets, but it's still the fact of this version of the Aviator helmet especially is bulky, like really big, so it's hard to really get it to go with a lot of the other stuff that people put on their Spartans. So yeah, it's definitely a factor there. Like, it's an alright looking helmet. I think it would be better if you shrinked it a little bit, but it's definitely alright. So next we got Catalina. This is the basic bitch helmet for Mk7. If you remember, they've been trying to do this same thing with the recruit helmets in Halo 4 and 5 too, and I'd say it's sort of alright, except they always advertise the actual Mk7 helmet to be the basic helmet, and I think that's a little weird. They don't really give Catalina the spotlight. I do think it is definitely a really good helmet, though. It's just the fact of That looming shadow of noob that's on you every time you try to put on this helmet. It kind of sucks, because it's definitely good. I would so wear it if it wasn't the default one. And here we got Gunganeer, which I refuse to call Stormfall. I'm not calling that shit Stormfall. It's Gunganeer. I really like this helmet. I've always liked Gunganeer. I like the idea of Gunganeer. It's just generally always been like that really badass helmet that the pros would always wear in Halo Reach and etc. But, yeah, I definitely think they did Gunganeer justice in this game. It is a very good helmet. This is also the point in time in this video where we're probably gonna shift to the better helmets. Yeah. This is like a really good ass helmet, but just if you don't put on the Gunganeer attachment to the Stormfall helmet, you're a psychopath. Next we got the Anubis helmet, one of honestly very few helmets that I actually really liked in Halo 5, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was in Halo 4. But, the Anubis helmet, I sort of have slightly mixed feelings on this, but overall I definitely think it's an alright helmet. I think it droops down a little bit, but it is definitely a good quality helmet. You can't really do too much wrong with this one, but I do think it was a little bit cooler in Halo 5. That's all I really have to say about it. Okay, here we come with the strong feelings again. Alright, I got some words for you, Rambert. The fuck did you do with my EOD, bro? No, look, I'm sure Rambert has its fans, but seriously, it's like, dude, why did they do that to the visor? Like, all you have to do is cover a little bit of that top part, and you're good. You have your classic Stormtrooper look-alike Halo Reach Classic helmet that plenty of people liked. You did not have to change that. I haven't seen very many people talk about it either. It's odd what they did to EOD. It just seems like it's trying to be EOD and make unnecessary changes. But it does look good. Kind of. The fucking helmet attachment is horrible, though. Okay, I also have mixed feelings about this helmet, but definitely a lot more on the positive side. It's a little bit blocky, but you get used to it quick. Linebreaker is an adaptation of the Enforcer helmets from Halo 4 and 5, and it's definitely alright. I wouldn't say it catches the exact same feeling as Enforcer, but it's definitely close. It's alright. Enforcer was a pretty good helmet from those games too, so it was one of my favorites along with Scout and Soldier, but it was definitely pretty good back then, and I think they kind of hit it off now. Yeah, that's it. Next we have Trailblazer, which for some odd reason is a redesign of the Recon helmet from Halo 4 and 5, and not the older games. I find it odd, because it has sort of the same visor layout and the weird mouth attachments and sort of just general shape as those helmets. Even those are a little more rounded, but it's just kind of weird to me that they chose to make that version of Recon and not the older ones, which were a lot better. But that's not to say that this helmet's bad. It's definitely alright. It has its strong suits. You can make it look really good, actually. But I'm a little iffy on it. Okay, these things are just getting better and better. Soldier was one of my older helmets that I definitely kind of liked. And they just boosted this shit up to God mode when they made the Soldier helmet in Halo Infinite. Because this thing, I screamed when this thing came in the shop. This helmet this armor, it looks amazing. Like in the first trailer where they showed it off with the Weld Coven coating, in that first trailer from what feels like forever ago. I loved that shit immediately. It is amazing armor. I really, really like the soldier helmet. It did everything the old version of it did right, and boosted it up to 11, like, immediately. It is great. It is every good part of those helmets from before. It basically annihilated every bad part. And it's just god tier now. It's great. Amazing helmet. Okay, now we have Mk7. It's definitely a little bit overhyped, especially by 343. I definitely think it's overrated. But that's not to say it's bad, again. I think it's a great helmet. I think it's a really, really good helmet. But it's just the fact of it's advertised so much. I still don't have this helmet yet. I already don't care about it. It's been so hyped up and everything by 343. It just doesn't really matter to me anymore. It's definitely there. It's definitely good. But I just kind of lost all feelings for it. Okay, now we got like an absolute whammy here. Mk5 Zeta is probably one of the best helmets out right now. It has gotta be the best alternate adaptation of the Mk5 helmet. Not including actual genuine recreations of it, like the Halo Reach Mk5 or the Halo 4 Mk5. This is the best alternate adaptation of Mk5. By far, hands down. It has got to be one of the most clean helmets in the entire game. It goes extremely well with literally anything on the Mk7 armor core. It is one of the closest things to perfect out of all the armors in the game. And you were also able to get this helmet from the Tactical Ops challenges. The fact that you could get this helmet, this masterpiece of a helmet, for completely free, including leg attachments, coatings, charms, helmet attachments for that helmet, which honestly aren't really all that good, but we're not including that anyway, so who cares? The fact that you could get all these amazing parts of this set for free. Awesome. This is an awesome helmet. And next we have Zvezda, which was actually the first armor to come into the shop for Mk7. And oh my lord, it is actually a pretty good helmet. It's an adaptation of the EVA helmets. It's definitely a pretty good one. It has a sort of odd design to it. Like, it sort of has the vibe of Halo 4 or 5 to it, mainly 5. Because it has, like, that streamlined look to it, like, sort of circular. It's kind of odd, but it's very easy to get used to. And I think it is one of the best adaptations of EVA. It is a really good helmet. And also, unrelated, the shoulders for that armor. Holy shit, they go good with a lot of stuff. So if you were listening at all earlier, you know that during the first part of this video I was talking about the Enigma helmet, and how it has a 10 times better counterpart to it, that is doing the same thing, but mwah, chef's kiss, 10 times fucking better. This is the Firefall helmet. Oh my god. One of my favorite helmets in the game right now. It is amazing. Pretty much the only problem I have with it is the fact that it's a little big. But It definitely reminds me a lot of the Halo 2 ODST helmet. And yeah, it just has the same general vibe to it. It's definitely bigger than that helmet would be, but it gives me an insane ODST vibe, and I really like that because Halo 3 ODST was one of my favorite Halo games too, growing up. So it kind of hits deep in the feels with me too. Yeah, that's it. Okay, next we have once again Scout. I'm not calling this shit Sealox. Scout was one of my absolute favorite helmets from Halo 4 and 5, and once again, they do this shit justice. Absolute giga chat of a helmet, I'm telling you. This thing is amazing. This is an absolute fucking amazing helmet, dude. I grew a large connection with the Scout helmet over the character of Felix from Red vs. Blue in the Chorus trilogy. For spoiler's sake, I won't say anything about him, but he is a awesome character. He's supposed to be like a mercenary and shit, but it is fairly easy to be infatuated with his character. He's like generally super entertaining and everything, and I grew to recognize him by his armor, as well as the other character affiliated with him, Locus. Yeah, they are both really cool, and it led me to really, really liking the Halo 4 and 5 Scout helmets. So then, here we are with Sealox, and yeah, I screamed so goddamn loud when this came out. Oh my god. It is actually amazing. They did this helmet justice. Like, it is amazing. It is a really, really, really good helmet. So next we have the Warmaster helmet. This is going to be short because all I have to say is that this is the pinnacle of badassery. Like, dude, this helmet is so goddamn cool. They made this helmet so much better than it was in Halo 4 and 5, and even then it was amazing. So that should say a lot. Warmaster is absolutely fucking awesome. And here we have my fairly controversial number one here. I have always liked the aerosol helmet. And here in Halo Infinite, I have little to no fucking problems with this helmet, dude. It has got to be the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I cannot wait to get this helmet in the Season 2 Battle Pass. I've always liked aerosol, and it's just generally been fairly simple, and I was super excited when I found out that they're going to be bringing it back out in Halo Infinite. It is absolutely great. It is chef's kiss helmet, dude. It is really good. Pretty much like the tiniest, slightest little problem I have with it is just the fact of it pointing down slightly. Even that's barely even a problem. It just makes it look even more badass, honestly. It is just an amazing helmet. And I know it'll be a little controversial that I have this at number one and not like Warmaster or hell even Sealox, but seriously, awesome helmet, dude. They got this shit 99 out of 100, dude. Absolutely great. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Holy shit, it was 20 minutes of just me sitting here talking about all the helmets. If you want, I can talk about more armor-related topics, especially Halo Infinite related, in the future. I plan on at some point talking about helmets from the 343 and Bungie games that I'd like to come back with a Halo Infinite-ified look to them. I'd really like to talk about that at some point. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you soon. yeah, that's it.